What's up, everybody? Finally back after a little break. I'm going to be doing a book streaming series where I just read excerpts from some of the books that I've enjoyed either in the past or currently. And so, yeah, let's kick it off. Today I am revisiting Acid Dreams, The Complete Social History of LSD, the CIA, the 60s, and beyond. So I love this book. It's super fascinating. It covers a lot of history from pre-World War II, kind of up till the present. I believe this was written in 1992. And there's a lot in here that's kind of always relevant, just as far as various government programs and how they've operated in the past and how those programs have morphed and either changed names or, kind of protocols under what's officially being spoken of, and how the funding is also continuously supported through administrations. So yeah, it's pretty interesting stuff. I will start. So this is page 5 from the chapter In the Beginning There Was Madness. Again, just one more look at the cover in the back. I marked this one up pretty well, so I'm just kind of going to be going through some of the tabs that I marked. So this is the first one. The Navy became interested in mescaline as an interrogation agent when American investigators learned of mind control experiments carried out by Nazi doctors at the Dachau concentration camp during World War II. After administering the hallucinogen to 30 prisoners, the Nazis concluded that it was quote, impossible to impose one's will on another person as in hypnosis, even when the strongest dose of mescaline had been given, end of quote. But the drug still afforded certain advantages to SS interrogators who were consistently able to draw even the most, keep going back to the quotes. I'm going to start over with that sentence. But the drug still afforded certain advantages to SS interrogators who were consistently able to draw, quote, even the most intimate secrets from the subject when questions were cleverly put. Not surprisingly, quote, sentiments of hatred and revenge were exposed in every case, end quote. The mescaline experiments at Dachau were described in a lengthy report by the U.S. Naval Technical Mission, which swept across Europe in search of every scrap of industrial material and scientific data that could be garnered from the fallen Reich. This mission set the stage for the wholesale importation of more than 600 top Nazi scientists under the auspices of Project Paperclip, which the CIA supervised during the early years of the Cold War. Among those who emigrated to the U.S. in such a fashion was Dr. Hubertus Stronghold, the German scientist whose chief subordinates, Dr. Sigmund Ruff and Dr. Sigmund Rauscher, were directly involved in aviation medicine experiments at Dachau, which included the mescaline studies. And I'm not going to read this full part, but this is part of an addendum, and it speaks about how the Dachau inmates were injected with gasoline, crushed to death in high-altitude pressure chambers, and further experimented on in pretty horrific and disgusting ways. Despite recurring allegations that he sanctioned medical atrocities during the war, Stronghold settled in Texas and became an important figure in America's space program. After Wernher von Braun, he was a top Nazi scientist employed by the American government, and he was subsequently hailed by NASA as the father of space medicine. The CIA, meanwhile, had launched an intensive research effort geared towards developing special interrogation techniques, special as in quotations. 2 methods showed promise in the late 1940s. The first involved narcohypnosis, in which CIA psychiatrists attempted to induce a trance state after administering a mild sedative. A second technique involved a combination of 2 different drugs with contradictory effects. A heavy dose of barbiturates was given to knock the subject out, and then he received an injection of a stimulant, usually some type of amphetamine. As he started to come out of the somnambulant state, he would reach a certain ineffable point prior to becoming fully conscious, described in CIA documents as the twilight zone. This groggy condition was considered optimal for interrogation. I think I will leave it there for today.